In the world of music, some voices are heard but never seen. They remain behind the scenes, crafting melodies and rhythms that shape the very fabric of our favorite songs. One such maestro is Abraham Laboriel Sr., a name synonymous with the heartbeat of modern music. Today, we delve into the extraordinary journey of Abraham Laboriel Sr., a bass player whose influence on the music world is nothing short of legendary. Born in the summer of 1947 in Mexico City, Abraham Laboriel demonstrated exceptional musical talent from an early age.
My father says to me that I was 2 years old, and he remembers me standing in front of the radio, conducting the radio, and I had never seen anybody conduct anything, and he says that he just could not remove me away from the radio, so that he knew that I was going to be a musician.
Growing up in a culturally rich and musically inclined family, his brother Johnny Laboriel achieved fame as a Mexican rock singer, and his sister Ella Laboriel is a renowned Mexican singer, actress, and television personality. Their parents, Garifuna immigrants from Honduras, were deeply committed to their Catholic faith. Juan Laboriel, Abraham's father, transitioned from being a cab driver to a prominent figure in Mexico's entertainment industry in the 1920s. He played a key role in founding several industry associations and contributed to over 200 films. At just 6 years old, Abraham received his first guitar lesson from his father, who was also a skilled musician. Despite having lost the tip of his index finger in an accident, Abe's father taught him to play using his ring finger, starting with a D chord. Despite taking a brief hiatus from playing due to frustration with his injury, this challenge ultimately shaped his unique and influential playing style. By the age of 10, Abraham was already playing guitar by ear, absorbing a diverse array of American music from the vocal arrangements of Count Basie, Duke Ellington, everything by Lambert, Hendrix, Ross to the country tunes of Buck Owens and the Buckaroos. At his parents' insistence, Abe spent 2 years studying aeronautics, planning to return to engineering if his music career didn't take off. However, he found his true path at Berklee College of Music in 1968, where he initially focused on guitar, but soon realized his exceptional talent for the bass. Encouraged by the renowned composer Henry Mancini, Laboriel relocated to Los Angeles, marking the beginning of a highly successful recording career. In 1976, he participated in his first recording session in Los Angeles with Leo Sayer, alongside future Toto members Jeff Porcaro and David Paich, among others. As his career soared, Abe encountered personal challenges that prompted a profound spiritual awakening. During this period, he met Michael Omartian, and their shared faith led Laboriel to join a prayer group at Omartian's home. In his darkest times, he found solace in Christianity, a transformation that profoundly impacted both his personal life and professional journey. Abraham's career is nothing short of extraordinary. Throughout his 48-year career, he has immersed himself in over 4,000 recording sessions, showcasing a unique blend of intense focus and dynamic playing. Expressive blues bends, intricate flamenco techniques, his versatile playing spans energetic strumming, and bold trills. His bass lines are rhythmic, soulful, complex, and playful, often so animated that fellow musicians have remarked on his dancing in the studio, despite the absence of cameras.
I'll tell you a brief anecdote. One time I was practicing in my house, and Alex Acuna came to visit unannounced, and my wife says, well, you know, he's practicing in his room, you just go and enter. And when Alex opened the door, he says that he was watching me practicing in my room. I was totally by myself, and I was completely jumping all over the place, out of control. And Alex started to laugh. He says, man, I thought that you did this only on performance, so you actually play like this all the time. And I said to him, you know, it is, before I knew the Lord, it was the only spiritual language I had. So the gift of music from the very beginning has been a tool or a way for me to communicate with God.
Abraham. He was a founding member of both Friendship and Koinonia. Friendship, established in the 1980s, was a jazz band featuring renowned guitarist Lee Ritenour, Dave Grusin on piano, Don Grusin on electric piano, Abe on bass, Steve Gadd on drums, Steve Foreman on percussion, and Ernie Watts on saxophones. Known for its smooth jazz and fusion sound, the band blended elements of jazz, rock, and funk. Additional members included guitarist Larry Carlton and drummer Harvey Mason, whose exceptional musicianship created a memorable and enduring sound appreciated by jazz and fusion fans. And then we have Koinonia, founded in 1980, was a pioneering Christian jazz funk band that emerged from the fusion of 1970s and 1980s jazz. Although less recognized in the US, Koinonia enjoyed significant success in Scandinavia and Western Europe, performing to sold-out crowds from 1982 to 1991 in countries such as Norway, Denmark, and France. The band's distinctive sound combined Latin-influenced rhythms with upbeat melodies, and they were among the first primarily instrumental Christian jazz bands. The original lineup included bassist Abraham Laboriel, drummer Alex Acuna, wind player John Phillips, guitarist Dean Parks, and Andre Crouch band members Bill Maxwell, Hadley Hawkins-Smith, and Harlan Rogers. Posto Almario replaced Phillips in 1981, and Dean Parks left due to travel preferences. Chester Thompson briefly substituted for Acuna in 1987 for a European tour, and Lou Pardini joined in 1988. Koinonia disbanded in 1991. His current endeavor is the band Open Hands, which features talented musicians such as Hosto Almario, Greg Matheson, and Bill Maxwell. The band also worked with the talented musician Tim Carman. In addition to his extensive session work, Abraham has released 3 solo albums, Dear Friends, Guidum, and Justo and Abraham collaborating with renowned artists like Alex Acuna and Jim Keltner. His jazz collaborations extend to notable artists such as Diane Reeves, George Benson, Larry Carlton, Dave Grusin, Ella Fitzgerald, Herbie Hancock, Joe Loveno, Al Jarreau, Manhattan Transfer, Joe Sample, The Crusaders, Kirk Whalum, and Joe Williams. His extensive recording career also includes work with a diverse array of artists like Quincy Jones, Lionel Richie, Ray Charles, Michael Jackson, Dolly Parton, Clint Black, Henry Mancini, Burt Bacharach, Herb Alpert, Barbra Streisand, Elton John, Pavarotti, and Placido Domingo. The list goes on and on. In the Latin music scene, Laboriel is highly esteemed, having collaborated with Ruben Blades, Julio Iglesias, Paco de Lucia, Roberto Carlos, Luis Miguel, Ricardo Arjona, Ana Gabriel, Juan Gabriel, José José, Café Quijano, Armando Manzanero, Dori Caymmi, Javan Gilberto Gil, João Gilberto, Ivan Lins, Patricia Sosa, and Marco Antonio Solis. If you've watched television at any point over the last 50 years, you've likely heard Abraham Laboriel's bass work on the theme songs for shows like Chips, What's Happening, Starsky and Hutch, Cheers, Knots Landing, Amen, Moonlighting, Melrose Place, Will and Grace, Ugly Betty, and The Bernie Mac Show. His bass work also appears on numerous film soundtracks, including Tootsie, Terms of Endearment, Forrest Gump, The Incredibles, Ratatouille, Mission Impossible, Ghost Protocol, Bette Midler's Wind Beneath My Wings, and Dolly Parton's 9 to 5, or contributing to soundtracks for films such as The Color Purple, My Cousin Vinny, 4 Weddings and a Funeral, There's Something About Mary, Frozen, and Hawaii Five-0. His work with pop legends, however, solidified his legacy. Hits like Lionel Richie's All Night Long, Say You Say Me, Penny Lover, Truly, and Dancing on the Ceiling would have lacked their distinctive flavor without Laboriel's bass lines. Laboriel has made significant contributions to gospel and worship music, collaborating with legends like Andre Crouch. Take 6. Keith Green, Twyla Paris, Kelly Willard. Second chapter of Acts, Tommy Walker, and the Imperials. He played on the debut albums of the Winans, including BB and CC, as well as artists like Donnie McClurkin and Helen Baylor.
Oh, let's clap our hands.
His work also includes pioneering worship series from Integrity Music, featuring artists like Ron Nolly, Don Moen, Alvin Slaughter, Bob Fitz, Lionel Peterson, Tom Inglis. Graham Kendrick, Randy Rothwell, Paul Wilbur, Lenny LeBlanc, Marty Nystrom, Marcos Vidal, the list goes on and on. His impact on gospel music is so significant that we've only scratched the surface. We will dedicate an entire segment to dive deeper into it. In addition to his distinguished performance career, Abraham is a highly esteemed music and worship educator, having served as a visiting professor at prestigious institutions such as Berklee College of Music and the University of Pittsburgh.
The responsibility of the bass player is to play.
Laboriel is also active in leading workshops and worship services at notable churches, including Saddleback and Willow Creek Community Churches, as well as various other venues across the country and internationally. His musical legacy continues through his sons Abraham Laboriel Jr. and Matteo Laboriel, who are both accomplished musicians in their own right. Abraham Laboriel Jr. is a celebrated American session musician and has been the drummer and backing vocalist for Paul McCartney's touring band since 2001. Matteo Laboriel, his brother, is a respected record producer and composer. Abraham is a proud dad. Lynn Laboriel. Abraham's wife, a pediatrician by profession, is also a classically trained singer and talented songwriter. Her impactful songs have been performed by renowned artists such as Don Moen, Helen Baylor, and many others. His exceptional contributions to music were recognized with an honorary Doctorate of Music from Berklee College of Music in 2005. In 2014, Abraham Laboriel received a Lifetime Achievement Award from Bass Player magazine, and in 2022, he was honored with the Trustees Award for his outstanding contributions to Latin music. A dedicated advocate for various bass instruments, including the Yamaha Bass U bass and Wind bass, Abe has actively promoted their benefits through seminars and clinics. Laboriel, alongside session legends such as Leon Nugu Chancellor, Bobby Lyle, Robbie Buchanan, and Paulina da Costa, made a notable contribution to the international hit Up Where We Belong, from the 1982 film An Officer and a Gentleman. This track won the Grammy Award for Best Pop Performance by a duo or group the following year. Laboriel also featured on BB and CeCe Winans' 1984 gospel version of the song, which earned the duo their first Grammy nomination. Abe's distinctive bass line is a defining element of Manhattan Skyline, a standout track from the 1977 Saturday Night Fever soundtrack. This album won the Grammy Award for Album of the Year in 1979 and sold over 40 million copies. Abraham Laboriel Sr.'s journey is a testament to the power of perseverance, faith, and musical talent. His contributions to music are immeasurable, and his legacy continues to inspire musicians and fans alike. If you enjoyed learning about this remarkable artist, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more amazing stories from the world of music. Until next time, peace.